Okay guys, I'm going to walk you through a few. I want to make sure it's taping here, and I do see it ticking away. I'm going to walk you through the bottom. I'm just going to do these problems on the bottom of page 13. So I want to point out that two other problems very similar exist up here. Alright, and some of the skills that we're going to be using, this is page 15, are going to be here as well, finding the x-intercepts of these graphs. So you can use the skills. I'll come do one of these really quick, but you can use those skills on this. So my goal is to get through this, page 13, which will also help you for the first part of page 15. First, the last problem we did was in Vertex form. These four problems were in Vertex form, and these are two different forms. This is factored form, and this over here is standard form. Factored form is when all you have is two factors of a quadratic equation. There's nothing on the outside, so two separate factors, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so this one is y equals the quantity x minus 4 and the quantity x plus 5. And since you're in factored form, the easiest way is to start off with x-intercepts. Alright, so if I got x-intercepts, that means my y value is 0, which I'm going to set this y equal to 0. And then I have my two factors. Well, I hope you remember what to do from this. So to find our two solutions, we set each factor equal to 0. We called this the zero product property, because it doesn't matter which one of these equals 0. If one of them equals 0, the answer is 0. And on this one we add 4, so we got x equals 4. This one we add 5, or subtract 5, so we got x equals negative 5, which gives us two solutions. One of those solutions is 4, 0. One of those solutions is negative 5, 0. And these solutions are also x-intercepts. So I'm going to go over to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a dot there. Alright, go to negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put a dot there. And those are our x-intercepts. So I'm just going to box this, make sure it's showing up on there. It is. Okay. Your y-intercept is when your x value is equal to 0. So I'm going to come over here and say y-intercept, and you generally do this one the same way all the time. You let your x equal 0 and you plug it in. So let's go ahead and plug that into this equation. Y equals 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 5. And it's going to be negative 4 times 5, which is negative 20. So our y-intercept is 0, negative 20, which is it. I guess we could do everything by 2. So let's set this as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. And it goes something like this. It looks like we're probably going to go down a little bit below. So, alright. Line of symmetry is relatively easy for this. Alright, line of symmetry is in the middle. So your line of symmetry in vertex form, right, is x equals, and what it really does is it equals the middle of the 2 points that you have. So I have a point at negative 5. I have a point at 4. So to get the middle of those, I add them together and divide by 2. So my line of symmetry is negative 1/2, which is, if I can draw a relatively straight line, let's try that, somewhere around here. Done the line of symmetry. Alright. Your vertex is when you plug this number into these guys. So let's get our vertex. Kind of box everything off there. Get our y-intercept, line of symmetry, x-intercept. Let's go over here and get vertex. Well, our vertex is on the line of symmetry. So the vertex has a value of negative 1/2. Okay. And let's plug it in. Y equals negative 1/2 minus 4. Again, I'm plugging into this. We got negative 1/2 plus 5, which y equals, wow, negative 4.5 times negative 4.5, and wow, let's do it. So, oh, this one's going to be a positive, by the way. I see. I was looking down here going, wow, how's it going to be positive? Because 2 negatives make, so I knew I messed up on a sign somewhere. So let's just try that. Let's come over here. I'm going to do 4.5 times 4.5. 2. 20 plus 2 is 22. 20, carry the 2, 16, 18, 5, 10. And we got 2 decimals. Do this right? Let me see. You know what I forgot to do? I should just... I think some are right getting me. I forgot to add a 0 because that's the second one. So 0 because I'm multiplying in the tens spot, assuming those decimals aren't considered as I multiply across. We get the 20. Put that up there. 16, 18. It gives us a slightly different number. 10, 20. So it's 20.25. So my vertex is negative 20.25. Just below that y-intercept down there. And we got enough points. So I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to post this because this section's already taken a few minutes. And I'm going to come back and we're going to try this one as well. So